So you all, I come on to just react to a phone call that I received today. And one of my beautiful subscriber queen sisters, she was concerned about some videos that she have seen concerning African American women dying in the Gambia. And it should be a concern, because guess what? It's true.
So apparently, some Black American women have moved to the Gambia and they've been murdered. That's what that video is about. Of course, she downplays it. She says they have died. But, you know, if you watch the rest of the video, I'll include the link. They pretty much were murdered, okay? And there's a couple of things that I want to bring up here in relations to that. This whole idea of passport sisters is pretty dumb and dangerous. It's dangerous for obvious reasons. Women should not be traveling to poor countries. American women should not be traveling to poor countries without a man, okay? Some of you women, American women, you've been brainwashed by feminism to think that, you know, you can take on a man physically and you don't need a man. When you go to these poor countries, you'll find out the value of having a man as a protector. You may find out the hard way. It may cost you your life. Hopefully not. The other thing I want to bring up is a point, but let me just start out with a small story. About a year ago, I made a Facebook friend. He's a guy from Liberia. I figured, wow, it'd be cool to have a friend in Liberia. Maybe we can be business partners. Then after, you know, it was all brother this, brother that, you know, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Then about a year passed, and he wanted me to buy him a phone. And I'm like, I'm not buying you a phone. And of course, after that, he just disappeared. There was no brother this or brother that. The reason why I bring that up is because I think a lot of Black Americans who move to Africa lose sight of the fact that they mainly want...
So you all, I come on to just react to a phone
to get your resources. Because, trust and believe, if I took 1 million unemployed Black Americans and just dumped them into some black nation in West Africa, the locals would riot against them, just like they did in South Africa. In South Africa, they attacked other Black immigrants who were there because they were a threat to their jobs. And these women, these Black American women who moved to the Gambia, I think they kind of lost sight of that reality. That you're only welcome there to the degree to which they can get something out of you. I mean, I hate to say that. Another example is some of these countries, I believe, like Ghana, Senegal, I could be wrong. They have these citizenship things that Black Americans can get. Well, you can only qualify for that if you make a certain amount of money. They literally said, if you're a poor Black American, we don't want you here. Okay? So, that's all I wanted to say. Because when you go on YouTube and you see these Black people in Africa, they really make it look like it's like Wakanda, and you know, it's completely different than what they presented as in America. Another point is that most of these businesses in Africa are not even owned by Black people. So when these Black YouTubers go to Africa and show off all these cities and these businesses and these buildings, most of the time those aren't even owned by Blacks. Did you know, for example, that less than 30% of all businesses in South Africa are owned by Black people? The number one, the largest company in Africa, the CEO is a white man. So a lot of these Black Americans that go to Africa and glorify, they're actually glorifying a new version of colonialism. It's like colonialism 2.0. But anyway, that's a whole different subject.